welcome back to my channel. I'm Deidre. I live in Canada. I work full-time in healthcare and I'm in my mid to late 30s, and I started this channel to keep me even more accountable to my budget. So this is the second time I'm filming this video. The first time the audio was non-existent, so I basically was talking to myself for a good while, which is unfortunate. So I'm hoping I can get through this one a little quicker. This is actually my favorite video to film. It is my March sinking funds update, and I just wanted to share a few other little goodies that I got with you guys, some happy mail. So before we get into it, I will share some happy mail and then we will get into totaling up my sinking funds. So the very first thing that I have here, and I've already put some money into it, is Save All You Want, which is a binder. And as the name says, it's Save All You Want. This is from Gail over at Budget With Me 24/7. And so I saw Carol at She Can Budget show off this lovely binder, and I contacted Gail on her website to see if she could make me one and send it to Canada, and she was so fabulous to work with. So what I did was I took the money out of my Iris binder that I had in there and put it into here. I also had two sales on Poshmark. I had a $10 sale and a $5 sale. So I put that money into here, and I had $5 left over from eating out, which I also put in here as well. So I'm not getting rid of my Iris binder. I just really wanted to give this one a try. I'm super happy that I contacted Gail and got this. And so when I fill this up, I will put at least half towards my line of credit, which is my debt. It might not be the $250 that was saved up in the Iris binder, but hey, money going towards debt is always a good thing. And then I got this lovely tracker from Budget's a Bloom, sorry. She is a Canadian seller on Etsy, and I just had to have it. I am a Virgo, so it is laminated, and I've made each icon worth $5. So I've actually put this in into my randomizer. So we'll see if it gets any money as the weeks and months go on, but I'm actually going to earmark this money for my retirement. My plan is to probably put it into my tax-free savings to just help build that up more. If you've been around a while, you'll know that I'm putting money every paycheck towards my retirement in my tax-free savings account. So, all right, let's get into it. So, I have some online accounts that I actually don't have physical binders for, that I do keep as sinking funds. So I'll just quickly go over those. Those are my vehicle, my household, my Christmas are online accounts only. And in February, at the end of February, I had $801.38 in my vehicle sinking fund online. At the end of this month, I have $832.44. So I did get a little interest in that account, which is always great. Plus I did put the $15 each paycheck in. Household had $84.49 at the end of February. A nice round number. I have $115 in there at the end of March. So that's up $30.51. I've been saving for Christmas since the beginning of January, and I will stop saving, I think, at the end of November. So I won't save in December. $20 every paycheck goes automatically into that account. So at the end of February, I had $80.03 because I had a little interest. At the end of March, I have $120.11. So the $40 went in plus an extra 8 cents in interest, which is awesome. So because I've already filled out my spreadsheet, and I'm not going to refill it out, I'll just go through. At the end of February in hair, I had $70, and in there I have $10, but you will see I actually put in money for 2 paychecks. It's just my hair appointments actually at the end of March. I'm filming this just before because I won't be home for Easter. I hope everybody has a lovely Easter if you celebrate it. I will be celebrating it with my family. Next up is nails. So at the end of February, I had $60 in there, and now I have $30, which again, I have an appointment at the end of March, and that's okay if it's down a little bit. It's down $30, but these are ones that I save and I use all the time. So beauty is next, and that had $10 at the end of February, and at the end of March it should have 10, 15, 20. So we're up $10 in there. Clothes, haven't bought anything, but I actually have found a pair of loafers. They're like flat loafers that I bought a pair last year, and these are a different color, and I tend to like to wear those loafers when I go into the office or if I'm just running out and doing some errands. They're super comfortable. So I found out that the one pair I was looking at in the other color is on for half price, so I might take some money out of here and buy those. Lots of my shoes are needing to be replaced. I've just really worn them over the last, well, probably 5 to 10 years. So I might do that. So this might be down next month, but we will see. So at the end of February, it had $80 in there, and it should have 90, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Awesome. All right, so travel. At the end of February, I had $1,010 in here. I didn't account for any interest. I should have, but I didn't. But this month I did put down how much interest I earned. So I should have $1,070 plus some interest that I've been earning. So I have a placeholder of $1,000, 50, 60, 65, 70. And I actually have had interest in this account for quite a long time, so I should have been including it. But so I actually have $1,079.05 in that account online. So I'm almost at another $1,000 in travel. No plans yet. I'm actually thinking of potentially going to Las Vegas next year, kind of in the fall time, because I'm hoping my debt will be gone by then. So as a way to sort of celebrate being debt free. And I've obviously been saving up for it for a few years. Plus also I finished school last year and earned my certificate. So that was about 2.5 years of my life that I put into that. So kind of as a celebration to celebrate that as well. So, but nothing's been booked or anything yet, but that's just what I'm thinking of potentially doing. Furniture at the end of February had $325, and in there I have 320, 25, 30. So I put an extra $5 in there, which is good. No plans to buy anything yet, but furniture is not inexpensive. Wedding, this is for my sister's wedding in September, so I'm gonna actually count it up, and then I'm just going to tell you that it is down. I will give you the reasoning why. So I have 120, 40, 60, 80, 2, 5, 10. So I had 220 at the end of February, and I did put money in here this month, but I actually did spend $60 on it's a hair piece from the shopping channel. I haven't received it yet, but I'm hoping that it will work. The reason I did that is because the wedding is a few hours away from where I live. I won't have an opportunity to find somebody that can do my hair without a trial before that point. So I actually have a couple of hair pieces from this particular line, and so I'm hoping I'm not good at doing my own hair, and I want it to look nice for the wedding. So I'm really hoping that hair piece works. If it doesn't, I will return it. And then if I purchase anything else for the wedding, because I use my credit card to pay for it, then I'll just, because they will refund me on my credit card, I will just use that like credit. But we will see. I should be getting it hopefully next week, so hopefully it works. Next up, giving. I had nothing at the end of February. I think I'd made a donation just before the end of February. That's why. So in there, I now have 10, 20, 25, 30. So in giving, haven't made any donations in March or anything. We will see if I make any in April. So that's obviously up, which is awesome. Next up is more long-term sinking funds. So I have $320 in my, and I have had my $320 for my condo insurance in my online account for quite a while now. Doing some quick sort of like guesstimations. I think I'm actually going to need some extra money to pay for my condo insurance that's due in July. So what I've done is I've budgeted money in my first magic month. I get 3 paychecks in May, so I'm going to put some money online to build that up, just so I don't have to use a buffer to build that up anymore. Renewals include my AAA, my vehicle registration, and my passport. I had $320 a mile on that account, and I still have $320. I think I might actually again need to build this up a little. I'm potentially going to get a 10-year passport, which is an extra $40. So I think I've budgeted in my May paycheck to put an extra money in here. So just so that I don't have to again use a buffer. Subscriptions is my SiriusXM and my Amazon, and I've had $120 in there for quite a while now, actually, since February, since I replaced the Amazon Prime. And I do keep a fully funded placeholder just to remind myself that yes, technically the money is here, but it is fully funded for now. Health, at the end of February, I had $60 in there, and I should have 80. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It's awesome. This is more just as like a buffer for health related things like my prescriptions, my chiropractic, my physio, contact lenses, etc. My insurance tends to refund me most of my stuff. Like I went to the dentist in January, had teeth cleaning, I paid for it on my credit card, and my health spending account paid me what I had paid. So this is just to help build it up. So if I hit kind of towards the end of the year and I'm not being reimbursed, I can pull from here. And so the goal is 150. Technology, at the end of February had 160, and I actually have 2 placeholders in here, and we have $200 in there, which is awesome. And I will mostly likely use this for a new phone, to buy a phone outright, as we know they're not super inexpensive. So that is the goal, to just keep building this up so that I can buy that phone outright. Gifts is for any gifts related, birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day. Mother's Day is obviously coming up first in May, and then I have birthdays in the summer, so this will start to get more regular money kind of in the spring, just so I know I have money for familial gifts as well. So we had, let me just see, we had $30 in at the end of February. We should have 45, so 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, which is good. All right, next up is rainy day, which is meant for my emergency fund. At the end of February, I had $15 in here. Now, if you'll watch my video, the one I released just before this, Achieving a Huge Financial Goal, you'll see why there is nothing in there. I'll show you, but that actually did go in towards my emergency fund. So it wasn't like I spent it or anything. Next up is night out, date night, whatever. It's more meant for if I want to go and do something that typically I don't have spending money to pay for. I've looked into a yoga class with the rec program in my city, and it starts mid-April and goes to the end of May, and it's $54, and I think I might sign up for that. So at the end of February, I had 45 in here. At the end of March, I had 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, which is good. So that would cover it if I do sign up for it. There's another one that I've looked at as well. I think it's $45. It's a different yoga type class, but it runs the end of May to the end of June. So it's a shorter time period. That's why it's a little cheaper. But next up is pets. I don't have any pets right now. This is for a future pet. I had $55 at the end of February, and I have $60 in there now. We'll just double check that, but I'm pretty sure. We have 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's awesome. The goal when I buy a new place in 2026, I'm hoping it's 2026, is to get a place where I can have a pet, because I can't have one where I currently live. Next up is debt payoff. So at the end of February, I had nothing in there. And if you watched again my last video before this, the Achieving a Huge Financial Goal, you'll see why I actually now have $5 in here. So my goal is to get this up to 200, but it's kind of again reliant on the randomizer. So I think, you know, in a few months, if whatever's in here, I might just take out and then put towards my line of credit, as it might not get up to the 200. I'll wait and see. Next up, we have new home. This is anything related to a new home, lawyer fees, moving costs, etc. This one that gets filled up is $700, I believe. So at the end of February, this had $30 in there, and at the end of March, we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we are up $10 in there. And this one doesn't always get, this is done with the randomizer as well. So if it gets money, it gets money. If it doesn't, it doesn't. These are more like long-term sinking funds, like I call them future. So I have $15 in appliances. So I'm up $15, which is great. Next up is the iris binder, which again, if you watched my last video, you will see that I actually put money in here, but I also took money out. So right now it's actually completely cleaned out, and I'm not going to use it right now, but I will use it in the future. So at the end of February, I had $345, and right now it has nothing. So technically that's down, but not really, because it was meant for a purpose anyways. Next up is the binder from Gail, Save All You Want. Obviously, I did not have it in February. That's okay. So I have $0 obviously in it last month. So this month we have 10, 20, 25, 30. All right, and that is all of the sinking funds that I keep track of. I am keeping track of my emergency funds separately. I am using a little tracker for that. So I do have the money that I have been saving on that as well, but I'm not going to include that right now. So at the end of February, in all of my sinking funds, I had $4,240.90. And at the end of March, I have $4,161.98. So that is actually down $78.92, but that makes sense because my hair was being built up so that I could use it. My nails as well as the iris binder was being filled up to be put towards debt, as well as some sinking funds. So overall, I'm not unhappy that it's down a little bit, because there are so many reasons for it. Plus, to have over $4,000 across sinking funds just gives me peace of mind. So thanks everybody for sticking around. I would love to know in the comments down below, what is your favorite sinking fund to save up for, and maybe the reason why you like saving up for it. Maybe it's your travel, so that you know you can go on a holiday. Maybe it's your clothes, so you know you can buy some new clothes. I just love to know your favorite sinking fund down below, and why you love to save for it. All right, I will catch you on the next one. Bye everybody.